and do that. There's Terry.
Hello.
Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. I went ahead and hit the record button so that I could just give you some bits of information. We're a couple of minutes early. In this class, you're going to be sure to have water around. And at any time during the class, if you want to stop and get a drink of water, it's perfectly okay. You do not need a chair for this class. However, if you want to do the class in the chair, you are welcome to, and you're welcome to go up and down from your chair. So do part of it, and then you find yourself getting tired, and then going down to your chair, get a little rest, come back, totally up to you. And I have shared before, there's no way to do something wrong in this class. Now, that includes, though, that you have to tend to your body. If we were all in the studio together, I could keep a much better eye on you. And if I see something that you're doing that might cause a tweak in your knee, I could show at that moment how to do the move and make sure you don't do that. It's a lot harder to do that when you're in little boxes, little squares on a. I've got a great big monitor, but it's still very hard. And this is a large class today. So I'm asking you to be attentive to your own body. Adding to that, in NIA, in classic NIA, which is the most aerobic class, um, there's a lot more movement than what we do in this class. This class is moving to heal. And this class is for people who are maybe just coming back into movement. Maybe you haven't moved at all for quite a while. Maybe you've had an injury. I was just talking about a knee there. You know, you've been rehabbing a knee or having a problem with the knee. Maybe you've been sick with the flu and you just don't have your energy back. So, this class is about getting you back to moving. And that's the most important medicine that we can give ourselves is the movement, the medicine of movement. So that's just kind of the basics for you. You know what's going on. I'm going to share with you in a minute when I get up and get on the floor that we have 3 levels of movement in NIA, and we'll share those different ones. And then it's going to be your choice to decide where you're going to do your movement. Are you going to do it level 1 and keep your arms and feet pretty close to the body? I'll go over this when I'm standing up. Are you going to be out there? Are you going to really be pumping because you want to pump your heart rate up? Those are going to be your choices because I'm going to shoot to the middle here and try to show all the different ways that we can do the movements. So last week, if you weren't here, and quite a few of you weren't, we went over okay. NIA has 52 moves. We went over the first 20 last week, and that is stances um, and steps and stances. So we went over that 20. I'm going to add 3 onto that today because then that gets us through a certain group so that we can do these 52 moves in segments because NIA is based on 9 different movement forms. And last week I couldn't remember everything, so I'm going to share that with you today. And you'll be able to start picking out what these different movement forms are as we are doing moves. So we have the healing arts, and that's functional movement. So that's like yoga, the dance of conscious alignments of bones and joints. And a lot of you do yoga. Feldenkrais is the dance of conscious awareness. And Alexander technique is movement from the top. So the movement starts in the head and flows down the body. So that's your healing arts movements. Then we have the dance arts, which are emotional expression. Jazz is fun and showmanship and expression. You know, we all do jazz hands for things and shimmying our shoulders and shaking our hips and all that kind of stuff. So that's your fun showmanship. Modern is dance of shapes in space. And I'm going to throw some of that in today so you can just experiment with moving into different shapes with your body. And then Duncan is dance of free spirited movement. That's when you see people running around the room and then jumping in the air and pulling back and doing all these different things. We'll get there one of these days. But we're going to start with some of the basics first. And then we have our martial arts, and that's actually the next movements that come along in the 52 moves that I was just talking about. And they're a lot of fun, but I want to do them as a segment. So we have Tai Chi, the slow dance, and many of you know that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And then Taekwondo, the dance of precision. And we will learn strikes and blocks and kicks. And then Aikido is the dance of harmonious spherical motion. And that is where you're moving the energy along, like if you were being attacked by your opponent, that you could just step aside and move that opponent along. So all of those things become movements in our 52 moves. So let me show you now the levels, and then we're going to get going. So if we were up here and we were doing the cross front, step, step, cross front, step, step. Level one, our feet would stay closer together and our hands would just be moving very near the body. Okay. You're more than welcome to experiment with level one if that's where you want to stay. And then if you want to go to two, the arm is coming up and there's more movement with the arm. There's a larger step. And then three is getting into it. And this is where I was talking about last week. This is where the heart rate comes up. And then getting those arms up above and larger steps. That's level three. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. So play around with that today. Um, See what you like. And also, you'll grow into it. If you stay at level one the whole time we're in the class together, that's perfectly fine with me. As I said again, there's no way for you to do anything wrong in this class. If I go left and you go right, it doesn't matter. We're in here to have fun. We're in here to move, heal our bodies, gain strength. Many of these first moves we're going to learn through today strengthen the feet and ankles and the legs, which we all need as we age. I had to have some water. So let me get our music going. Wrong one. Okay. Let me get this shared. I have lots of buttons to punch. There we go. Close your eyes. Let's start that. Voice within. And I'm going to do this. And we are And we are ready to roll. Okay. All right. So stand with your feet close together. It's our closed stance. Toes touch and heels are apart. And that is about rounding the hips. It's up to you. If you have a problem with that and you want your toes open, you can do that. But let's just start warming up the 13 joints. We talked about that last week too. I'll go over it later. Just start to breathe and move and stretch. Putting away everything that's outside that door. You'll be there when you're ready. And then get ready for open stance with the shoulder width apart. And just start moving all of the joints. Checking in with the body. And maybe you want to go back to close. If not, you can stay in A. And maybe get the arms just swinging a little. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Maybe a little more. Whatever feels good in your body. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair, held underwater. And get ready to step into A stance, which is literally the thighs are at an A. Maybe reach. Breathe out. Look at the colors. That's tough on your knees. Feel free to just stay up. Experiment. What feels good in your body? This is what we're looking for. What feels good in your body? And very often that's like today. What feels good in it today? Maybe you want to step back to open. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight. Keeping your feels bottled up inside. Heading for collision. Now stepping back into that A, I want you to prepare to step into sumo, which is our widest stance. It's also called the riding stance. You're welcome to just stay in this form, creating strength and stability. Get a little shoulder. Make sure that the knees feel comfortable. And then maybe just letting one arm go down, then the other. And start to work your way back up. And prepare for bow. Bow is the step back with the channel between the feet. 70 weight, 30% weight. I'll show you from the side. Heel is up.
I'm driving, you're smiling.
Let's get comfortable. Level 1 could just be your toe is just right behind you. Level 2, be just a little further.
66 and we keep on driving. We just
Level 3 can be wide away back. Up to you. And then let's change sides. Find your level. back up. Let's get ready for our rock around the clock. So we're going to take the feet, roll them around all the way around. So get your rhythm going with that. You need to change something up. Okay, rock around the clock. Now here's another higher level. Up to you. Stay nice and slow and low. Change direction. Back in the center and prepare for our duck walk. That's where we lift our toes, only the toes. One side, nice and slow. Let that be your level one. Now you can do one side a little faster. Really fast. Or you can come in together and do two.
On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I can drive the whole
Bring those feet out. Get ready for our switch walk. So one heel is up, and then we change to the other side. This is level one. And you can stay on that same side. Level two, because that engages the muscles more. Same sides, you're staying on one side. And speed it up. Now get ready for your heel lead. With the heel to the toe. Get used to that feeling. You can take it anywhere in the room that you want to. Heel lead. Let's see what's going on over here. Better, heel lead. Thanks, Jules. Okay, coming back to center, let's go for our whole foot. And I'm going to show you a strike because it's fun. So we're going to put the whole foot down, strike with the elbow, and back in. And we'll be learning the strikes later. But what we're doing now is getting that whole foot to hit the ground at the same time. You can also take it around the room. Get you a faster speed. And now get ready for the ball of the foot. That's where we're going to put our high heels on. We're going to strut our stuff. Now, if that is too much, welcome to just go up and down a few times, flexing the feet. Or just stay up. Or maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come down. Make a little dance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, come down. Make a little dance. Up to you. Sometimes the ball of the foot hard on people with ankle and knee issues. So we want to take it easy. All right, so now we're going to go into a releve. So it's a heel lead, and then we're going to go up on the ball of the foot. Releve, put your ballet clothes on. Last one on this side, change sides. Again, if that's an ankle problem, just do it with the foot. And again, it's that flexibility in the foot and the ankle. Oop. Okay, coming back into center. We're going to get ready for toes in and toes out. Now, toes in and out and parallel can be as simple as or it can be this. Point is, you're changing the position of the feet. Let's change sides. Now we left out the middle, which is toes in and toes out. Then come back in the center. Getting ready for step back on the ball of the foot. And this gets used a lot to back us up in the room. So let's mix it with the heel toe. We come up 4. And then we go back 4. And change feet. Oop, I should change to that side. 3, 4, and then back on this ball of the foot. Now that one goes forward. Don't want to get out of your frame. Back. Now we're going to sink and pivot table wipe. Very much like your bow step, but it's a turn. Again, this is one to take at your own speed and your own depth. You can stay very upright, foot close to the body, or you can swing it out there. Up to you. Then you can come to one side and pulse. Last one. We're going to get ready for cross front. We did that a little bit with the toes in, but it is where you actually, let me back up, you step to the corner. So it's not a cross. You step to the corner. That's your cross front. Now a little cha-cha-cha to the other side. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha, back to the center. So now cross behind. This is one to be careful with. We talked about it last week. Your cross behind is you literally making a cross at the ankle. It's not this, where you become extremely unstable. So it is cross, cross. Play around with that. But it is close. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see I'm right by the other foot. Now we're going to get ready for travel in directions. This is where your mind's eye sees where it is you want to go. And that's the way you go. And then you see where else you want to go. And then you see where else you want to go. So play in your room, traveling in directions. The point is move, move, move. Coming back in the center, taking a moment to just collect yourself and get ready for lateral travel. We're going to travel to the side. Ready? Step. Touch. Again, we're keeping a small step here. It could be larger. I just don't have the room for it. Up to you. I'm going to go back to that smaller step. We're all in a bedroom, a living room, a office space. Just take a free dance in the room. Because I want to share with you at any point, if you become frustrated or tired of a particular movement, just break it out and dance. Whatever it is you want to do. Now we're going to actually go into cha-cha, which we did not learn last week. Everybody knows it pretty much. It's just the cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. We use it to change feet. Because if I'm doing this, cha-cha-cha makes this leg ready to go that way. So then we can just cha-cha. We can cha-cha back. Cha-cha forward. Cha-cha sideways. Okay, another new one. Slow clock. Think of a clock around your feet. And on your own body, you got 12, 3, 6, 9. Slow clock, we stop in the middle. So I'm going to go 12, stop, 6, stop. So get the idea that you're going to stop in the middle. Now we're going to add the side. You're going to go forward, middle, side, middle, back, middle. Change feet. Forward, middle, side, middle, back, middle, side, middle. Let's go through that again. Forward, middle. I should have gone side and back. Hold the other foot forward, side, step, step, back, step, step. That's slow clock because it slows you down to stop in the middle. Fast clock, we skip the middle. So we're going to go forward, out, back. Now the middle to change speed. Forward, side, back, middle. This is your fast clock. Forward, side, back, middle. Forward, side, back, middle. So now let's do the slow clock. See if you can change back to stopping in the middle. So it's forward, stop, side, stop, back, stop, change feet. Forward, stop, side, stop, back, stop. That was good. You guys did great with that. So we'll be doing it a whole bunch more. But I wanted to get the cha-cha, the fast clock, and the slow clock in there because they are in so many different movement routines. Let me stop this for a moment. Okay, everybody get a drink of water. Is there a particular move that you would like to see broken down again? Before we just do a little dance with mixing up all the movements, not going in that particular down the list like that. Anybody have a question? Okay, so you got your water. All right, so I'm going to change our music. And here we go. Oh, I didn't change the screen, sorry. Let's start with a step to the corner and back. Scooping up. That's a heel toe. Now let's go into a toes in, toes out. Now we're going to cha-cha and change feet.
Who care for the world now? Or rest with me. Close the curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me.
Last one.
Even when I disagree.
And then come into an A stance. Big breath in
Then I can relax.
and up and out. One more time.
Bring my hair loose in my bed.
Get ready for lateral travel.
Just rest with me. Close the
Other side.
brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Oh, and take my
Other
hand
side.
and lead even when I disagree. Rest with me. Close the curtain. Brew some herbal tea.
And since we got our clocks and that was new, let's start with a slow clock. Back. Interchange feet. We'll catch up with the music here.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within.
Ready?
This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding,
Need two sides with this one.
keeping your feelings
Side again.
up inside.
Change feet.
Heading for collision in the night.
Got to learn to adapt to the music.
If you gotta die, breathe in,
Breathe out.
hey, come alive. Breathe in,
Do one more each side.
breathe out.
The slow clock.
The colors.
Last one on this side. Then we're going to go the fast clock. We're going to skip the center. Center.
Moments pass, make this one count.
Forward.
Untie,
Side. Back.
you're so good.
Side. I got to go in too fast there.
Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm.
Whoop, I stepped in the center. 10 points off for me.
Fire for it. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors.
And just stay in the center and dance your bones. Back into the open stance and the arms going up.
You got the white knuckles holding,
How about some whole foot?
keeping your feels bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night.
Step,
To really live, you gotta die.
step. Three and a step. That all on one side. Going faster. You ready to step? If you change sides, that's great. If you didn't, that's great too. Now, how about just both sides? A little drumming. And just drum it all up and around. And let's bring that in.
Just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you.
All right. Well, bring yourselves back in. Drink some water. We've got about 5 minutes so that I can answer any questions or show you a move maybe that you're having a question about. I can do that. Up to you. Anybody? You got something, Kathleen?
Yeah, on the whole foot. Can you
Uh-huh.
review that?
Yeah. Whole foot, because we just come off of the heel lead. So we've done heel going down to toe. Now we're just coming flat, flat,
Okay.
flat. So it's just,
And you hit your heel, right?
well, your whole foot is striking the floor at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
Everything. So it's not a heel. Maybe you can see it better on the side.
Just the whole foot.
The whole foot.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally different sensation. And then you also get that good vibration in the feet that
Right.
vibrates up through the bones. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 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 Because heel lead, you don't really get much of that.
No, you don't.
But with that whole foot, you get the good strike. And then again, it comes in really handy when we get into the Taekwondo to have that step out, because then you're going to step and kick. So
Okay.
that's a whole foot and then a kick.
Okay.
Good question. Very good question. Elbow, your hips are screaming. Oh no, maybe you tried to do too much.
No, in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, those muscles are going, oh, we just really worked. All
Like,
right.
where has this been?
Yeah, where has this been? Um, so don't worry about it. Times. Lynn, feel free to go to your chair if there's any moves you want to see from the chair. I am very, very happy to show you the moves in the chair. But I really think you can figure out all the moves from the chair. The only one that has really an additional movement is when you have to sink and pivot table wide.
Okay.
And then what I would suggest is you just kind of do a 2/3, but everything else, I mean, whole foot, heel to toe, wallaby, walking on the balls of the foot. I'm almost out of frame. Sorry about that. But
Good idea. Yeah, no, I've been plagued with this for a few months now. I tend to overdo some things and get right back into the original pain. So
okay,
we're
well,
working
don't
through
do it in this class.
it. I appreciate it, KK.
You're so welcome, Lynn. But yeah, go to your chair or stay, maybe the next time you come to class, stay in class, stay in your chair, the entire class
Okay.
and then see how you feel.
Okay.
And then if you're still getting pain, it may be a movement the way you're doing it, or it just might be where you are. But
Mhm.
you're still going to be moving. Your arms are moving, your knees, ankles, feet, your hips. I mean, because you're lifting your legs, so you're doing all of those things. You're just not standing with that pressure on your ankles, and your ankles are carrying your whole body weight.
Okay. It
So
sounds
cool.
great. Thank
Glad you
you.
brought that up. You're very welcome. So glad you brought it up. So, Terry, you're unmuted. Does that mean you have something to say?
Yes. Oh, I had a question. So right now I'm injury free. We always know that's always a temporary state for a lot of us. But I'm wondering on some of the arm movements, is it okay to use really light, 1 or 2 pound weights?
Um, that's going to be totally
Or
your choice. We don't do that in
eight?
NIA classes. Um, but it always has to do with injury possibilities and the fact that we are on Zoom and not in studio space together where I can see how you're moving. I'm going to say you do not have my permission to use weights, but if you choose to do it, it's up to you. It's the same as with the shoes, and I didn't bring this up earlier. Nia is done barefooted, but I've also had to teach on concrete floors before, and people just could not do it. Even, an hour class. And so I would just always say, like I did last week, it's your choice. They're your feet, and you know what you can do and what you can't do. And because I have two different kinds of floors between my two houses, have to do different things, different places. But also up there on that hard wooden floor, there are weeks that it doesn't bother me to be barefooted. And then there are some weeks that I have to have a tennis shoe on for that little aroma. So,
Thank you. Thank you. No, I will probably um, leave it
yeah,
out and do it for another day where it's just working with weights. I was just curious on the arms, on some of
yeah.
them. Thank you.
Well, in a classic Nia, and once we get through all of our moves and we're not in the process of learning moves and our movements are flowing more, I've been doing Nia a very long time. However, I haven't been teaching it, and I have been. Oh, I'm sorry, Naomi. I have been doing more Tai Chi. With the amount of arm lifts and stuff, you will build some beautiful muscles in the tops of your arms and across your back. You will be very much surprised by the time that you see how much upward movement we do with arms. Of course, I like to put the focus out there first in this particular class that we want to strengthen our feet, our ankles, our legs as we're trying to be stronger and more stable um, as we age. But those arms are very, very important. I mean, they're there for balance as well as anything else. But we do develop muscles in a NIA class in the arms. You'll surprise yourself. All right. Anything else? Anybody? Sorry, Naomi, you had trouble. I saw you were having trouble getting in to begin with. All right. Well, it's Tuesday. Y'all, I'm so confused over what day of the week it is with adding these new classes and adding back our Thursday Tai Chi class. Go get signed up for that Thursday Tai Chi class. We want to keep it. Don't let Ann be disappointed. All right. So I will see y'all Tuesday, one way or the other, one class or both. Both.
Okay.
All right. I may stop the recording.